To celebrate the return of the Premier League, Tifo is offering 40% off an annual subscription to The Athletic for a limited time only. Please see the link in the description for more details. Ahead of the Premier League's restart, Aston Villa sit in 19th place, 2 points and a sizable change in goal difference away from safety. The side have 3 of their first 4 fixtures at home though, and a game in hand over those around them. 17 of Villa's 25 points have been won at Villa Park. Crucially, only 21 of their 56 goals conceded have come at home. Dean Smith's side must ensure their home form is at least maintained to have a shot at staying up. But what else can they improve upon? Well, no side in the Premier League have conceded more goals, and Villa have also given up more shots than anyone. Only Newcastle have allowed more on target. And according to data from StatsBomb via fbref.com, Villa's post-shot expected goals against total, which takes into account whether the shot conceded was on target, is the second worst in the league. In short, while a lot of the shots Villa concede are wayward, enough are on target and of high enough quality for it to be a real problem. And Villa are the third worst team in the league for post-shot XG minus goals allowed. This means that when a shot is on target, they're either unlucky with it or have a below average ability to stop that shot becoming a goal. So there is no easy fix here for Villa, but they can try to be more compact and push their defensive line higher. Teams find it too easy to find space between the lines in front of Villa's defence, especially wide, where the fullbacks aren't afforded enough cover. While this doesn't necessarily generate shots from wide areas, it means teams can work the ball into good shooting positions because Villa aren't compact enough. Reducing space between the lines will help Villa's back line and reduce shot volume, and pushing up will keep the ball away from the goal. Another way of conceding fewer shots is to defend more aggressively or proactively. This can partly be achieved by pushing up and closing down the space, as closing down the space means shots are hurried or can't get off quickly enough, and Aston Villa are good at blocking. But further up the pitch, they are a passive side. Although Jack Grealish actually leads the team for pressures, Villa's overall efforts at pressuring the opposition are lacklustre. For Idrissa Gueye in Villa's relegation season of 2015-16, see Marvellous Nakamba in 2019-20. A superb defensive midfielder trying his best to compensate for very little defensive activity ahead of him. Nakamba accounts for 12% of Villa's successful pressures, but he and his teammates only get going in Villa's defensive third. Of course, pressing isn't necessarily the answer to defensive woes. A side like Wolves show that a passive but well-organised defence structure can limit opposition opportunities, but Villa don't have that either, and increasing pressure further up the pitch, effectively starting to defend before the ball gets to Nakamba, Villa are vulnerable in part because they cede the midfield by defending too passively, but without the compactness that makes them hard to play through. Now, while greater compactness might be easier to institute at this stage of the season, applying more pressure in midfield is also a must if Villa are to be able to start conceding fewer goals. Jack Grealish has been Aston Villa's key attacking player. With 7 goals and 6 assists, no one has contributed more to the team's attacking output. Grealish's 30.6 touches per 90 in the attacking third are the most for Villa. He's carried the ball more effectively than anyone else, and he's won the most fouls in the Premier League this season. Grealish and John McGinn, now fit again after injury, also lead Villa for completed passes that lead to shots. Conor Hourihane can also weigh in creatively. He's amassed Villa's best expected assists per 90 so far this season with 0.27, according to StatsBomb. Before the break, Villa tried playing 3 at the back in 7 games before reverting to a 4-1-4-1 against Leicester in a 4-0 loss. With McGinn and Hourihane back, Smith should revert to the 4-3-3 or 4-1-4-1. This offers Nakamba more protection, while McGinn can carry the ball from central midfield and Grealish occupies his favoured left-wing spot, from where he's able to do the most damage. Ultimately, Villa face a huge task. They need to maximise the attacking output of Grealish and McGinn while tightening up defensively, in order to avoid the drop. They have significant issues, but there are opportunities for them to improve and give themselves the best chance to stay in the Premier League. To celebrate the return of the Premier League, Tifo is giving away 40% off annual subscriptions to The Athletic. If you're in the UK, that's just £3 for a month or 10p a day. With a dedicated journalist for each team, we at The Athletic care about your club. And with us, you'll get unrivaled coverage with the same care taken for the smaller teams as the big. Please find the link in the description to sign up, and thank you for supporting Tifo.